funk. Thoughts deep, boys steeped in the depths that he sunk. Big stress, depressed in the middle of fall. Sky gray, I late in the thick of it all. I wonder, how long can a human survive just staying alive or carrying the rest of the tribe? Waiting for the day to arrive or struggling dies, and I be doing way, way more than getting by. So why? Cop myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, cop myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Realize life is so much more than just living a day. Every day I can sit and reflect and breathe and connect to myself and all that I've been given. See, giving up is not an option. So when I'm looking at gray skies, I'll be adopting a new way to deal with a test. Lord, relieve me of stress. The ring be looking like when blessings drop in. And so I got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, here we go. Yeah. Let's do this. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Test. Let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord.
Warning, the following image and/or content may be disturbing, offensive to some viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Salute, everybody. Salute. Welcome to the lounge. Welcome to the lounge, y'all. What's up with it? What's up with it, man? Happy Tuesday to y'all, man. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to y'all. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning into the show. Hey, man. Hey, Lionel, do you know that throughout the intro, right? I had almost like 12 people on just watching that intro alone, bro. And it
How
went
long?
for two. Hey,
How long? Oh,
bro, it went for 12 people to 4 people right after the intro was over. They dipped like it ain't nothing.
they was just for the song, man.
That was just for the song only. Like, god damn. Like, what the hell?
They was here for the song. Hey, they appreciate them skills, man.
Man, yeah, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all at least staying for the intro, man, because the intro is 4 minutes long. So 4 minutes do a world of a difference with the YouTube algorithm. So hey, if y'all just stay for that, shit, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I am good. I'm good. I'm good, man. But salute to everyone who tuned into the show right now, man. We got another phenomenal, thought-provoking show that we're going to do for y'all tonight. We're going to do a reaction to Tyler Perry's Straw tonight. We're going to give y'all our perspective about it, how the way we feel about this movie and everything. And, of course, we got my executive producer, co-host Lionel in the building as well, too. What's up with it, bro?
How y'all doing? What's up, man? Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a really good show tonight. But first of all, those of y'all who are in the lounge right now, make sure you hit that thumbs up because it helps the channel out a whole lot. Thank you so much for doing that. If you ever share out the stream, by all means share out the stream. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I could take the smoke. I ain't tripping that out. Period. So. Appreciate y'all. We got SBK in the building. We got Scorpio Mama in the building as well too. And we got Miss Alice in the building. Salute to y'all. What's up?
Why is
Welcome,
Alice
welcome. you said why Alice is here. You said
Yeah.
why Alice is here?
here? My bad.
Hey, man. Alice, Lionel asked her why you here. By the way, Lionel, normally you be ranking number one in the live chat, right? But guess what? Since you're not in the chat right now, guess who ranking number one?
Who's number one?
SBK, bro.
It's okay. It's okay. It's SBK.
It's SBK. He's ranking number one in the chat. But hey, he got to keep commenting because Miss Alice came in and she took the number 2 spot now. Like, damn.
Can't have Alice being number one up there. You got to maintain that, man.
All right, so those of y'all who not familiar with how this work, in the chat, right, it is ranked as, top fans, right? So the more you want to participate in the chat, the more you'll be ranked until you be ranked number one, all right? So that's how that works over here, all right? So far, Alice is number 2, SBK is number 1, and yeah. But we are going to get into this reaction of the movie Straw. Now, those of y'all who have not seen the movie Straw on Netflix, I'm gonna let y'all know right now it's going to be a huge spoiler alert. So I don't want to hear y'all mouth, but you spoiling the movie for us. You spoiled the movie. Well, I'm sorry. We're gonna talk about it. All right. It ain't my fault that you didn't go see that movie on Netflix. It ain't my fault you could afford a subscription on Netflix. And it's definitely not my fault that you didn't use your homeboy or your mama or your daddy Netflix subscription as well too to see the movie. I'm just saying.
It's been out for a second now.
So hell, been out for a minute, so that ain't my fault. All right. So, but before we get into that, before we get into the reaction of Straw, I do want to do this. Lionel has put out a new chapter in his Shug Verse, and I want to share that with y'all real quick. This is a very interesting and not only interesting, it's a very phenomenal chapter that Lionel has put in this his Shug Verse on his webpage. So without further ado, let me go ahead and share this with y'all real quick, so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about, all right? So here's Shug Verse. Matter of fact, let me go full screen so y'all see. All right, so Lionel has offered a new chapter in here and stuff, right? So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and let Lionel explain the chapter, and I'll get my perspective on this well, too.
In this current storyline in the Caldriff Car realm, there is this area called the Lounge, and it is a I don't have a simplistic way to explain it. The chapter does a better job at throwing it out there, but the lounge is just a place that all type of entities go to essentially relax, but they're also there to meet this this wholeness, this emptiness, this oneness, this knownness. So it's all of that. And it's this entity called Urban. And they go there in order to gain perspective, to gain insight at the same time. This is a dude that essentially sells chaos, possibility, nothingness, totality.
Yeah, facts. So here is Urban. Here's the leader of the lounge, or the owner of the lounge, per se, right? Man, I ain't lying on this picture is kind of fire though.
And dude's a powerhouse. And he's kind of
hmm
like a mediator. He's kind of like the train man from the Matrix, if you ever saw that, or the Merovingian. The dude is like he's he's a cool dude, essentially, but he's also incomprehensible. He's something that cannot be calculated.
Facts, facts, facts.
That's basically does it. Basically explores him a little bit before we go into the next chapter. That's why it's an interlude. But you do see him again before chapters end, and you're gonna see how pivotal he is in the revolving door that this world is collapsing around.
hmm
But the lounge isn't just some place you can go to either. It's absolutely this arcane, mystical, outer versal layer.
Yeah, so it's like that. It's like if you know, you know type thing, huh?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yes, sir. So this is the latest chapter in the Shug Verse. Those of y'all who not subscribe to Lionel channel, make sure you subscribe to his channel and also follow him on earthtothestores.com so you could go ahead and read about this chapter of the lounge and this character Urban as well too. All right. Like I said, I read it. It was very, very phenomenal because to be honest with you, it literally describes everything that happened in real life, with me and also the lounge as well too. Because I want y'all to consider this. I have different content creators that come over here to the lounge all the time. Some be over here for a short period of time. Some stay, and you know how it is. But everybody, when they come over here, they get a certain type of perspective, from coming to the lounge, whether it be good or bad. Some people would label me Urban as either the hero. Other people would label me as the villain. Other people would label me as unknown or enigma. But whatever the case may be, right? But at the end of the day, just like this character Urban, I'm just the same too, where I'm just ills. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no other way to describe me but me being ill. So I'm just am where I am. And the lounge is is what it is, period. So that's why I respect Lionel for, adding a chapter into his Shug Verse with this, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it a whole lot. I really
Hey,
do.
you shouting that out.
Mm-hmm.
We Alice
No
don't
problem at
talk.
all. Shout out to Queen. Queen is in the bitter right now. Queen is saying that I'm definitely the villain. That's all good. I ain't tripping. I mean, I'm wherever people want to need me to be. I could be the ally. I could be the villain. I could be in between. It don't matter to me. It don't matter.
That's the character too.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, once again, I appreciate Lionel for adding me into his chapter in the one Shug Verse. All right. So once again, make sure y'all go to airtothestores.com and check on Lionel out, or go to his YouTube channel as well too, which is Lionel Suggs. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the main show for today, y'all, or for tonight. All right. So we are going to be talking about the movie Straw. All right. So once again, if y'all have not seen the movie Straw, it ain't my fault. Because we show figure and spoil it over here for real. So we forget it to it. So let's go into this direction, bro. How did you feel about the acting of the movie, bro? The overall acting of the different actors.
I wasn't a fan of the overall acting in the movie. Just being honest. I mean, outside of Taraji, no one else actually hit it like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I looked at it.
Yeah. So when I was looking at the movie, right now, I was looking at Taraji performance, right? She had remind me of another movie that she did. She remind me of a similar character that she played on that movie Acrimony. You remember the movie Acrimony?
I actually don't.
Yeah, so in Acrimony, she was sitting up here playing this similar character where she was being all weird and crazy and different things like that. So it was like she was playing, to me, it was like she was playing that same exact character. The only difference is that she was being a single mom in this movie.
At this time.
Mm-hmm. Now the other actors' performance, dang, what's that girl name with the square face?
Tiana.
Tiana. That's bad. You knew who I was talking about. Yeah, Tiana Taylor, man. Her actor. Yeah, I wasn't feeling her acting at all. Period. Sinbad was in the movie. You know, he had a very small role in the movie. He only had a few lines in there, so we really couldn't determine Sinbad acting skills. You know, who else was in there? Kira Shepard, whatever her name, was in the movie too. I believe she was okay in the movie. She was all right for her acting skill.
Is she the bank manager?
Yeah, she was the bank manager. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would have been the next best person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, her acting, it was fine. I mean, yeah. I guess we could call it average as best, you know. So it is what it is. But other than that, everybody else, you know, is no.
It's not hype up. I'll say that.
Yeah, exactly. Did it remind you of just watching another Tyler Perry movie, bro?
Heck yeah. That's all it felt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like once when you seen one Tyler Perry movie, I promise y'all that every Tyler Perry movie is exactly the same. I promise.
Just no Madea.
Just no Madea. Just no Madea. But I promise y'all, every Tyler Perry movie had the same type of reaction to it. And this is when I get into another point that I want to bring to your attention on. Do you know right now that there's a thing that's going around social media where the women now are saying that Tyler Perry is misrepresenting black women? How you feel about that?
I hear what they're saying. Now, how I feel about it, I roll my eyes at these women because they're the same ones that's made him a billionaire off of him representing women and them supporting that. Now, all of a sudden, they're misrepresenting them because what? He shows them struggling? Yet that's what they all say. And I'm going to say all because they always be saying, y'all don't know what a black woman got to go through. You'll never understand what a black woman go through. Black women got to go through hell and high water. And so he represents y'all like that. Now all
Yeah.
of a sudden it's a a negative thing.
I mean, he got a point there, ladies. What do y'all think? We gotta think about his perspective on that. I mean, he honestly do got a point because every woman, especially black women, say that they say you don't know what we going through. We black women, we the one who have to hold it together. You know, when our black men wasn't there.
These women say they got to work 4 times as hard as everybody else, 10 times as hard. Pick a number, but it's definitely more than double. And that's what he shows. Y'all struggling. Y'all going through the abuse. Y'all claim all these dudes be abusing y'all. He shows that. He claims y'all be victims. He shows that. He literally showcases the black woman from the black woman trauma and struggles that y'all go through. How is it misrepresentation when all the black woman does is talk about struggles and trauma?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he don't give y'all some triumph at the end of it.
Yeah. Constance, I see in a bit of salute. Welcome. Hey, Alice said this. She said this. She said because I'm grown and I go where I want to go, Lionel.
Interesting. Alice always coming at me. I don't even say nothing.
All right. So, I mean, to be honest with y'all, that is the honest representation of the black woman in their current condition, right? Where they say that they are struggling. They said that you know, they trying to hold this thing together and you know, all kind of stuff, right? So is it safe to say that this particular movie was a great representation of this struggling single mother?
Now, in this situation, I would definitely say no. However, when you listen to women basically like to defend this and say you don't understand how many of us have went through this situation. And I'm sitting here like, hold on. Y'all not about to tell me all you black women have gone through what this chick went through in this movie. And then make it sound like they go through this all the time. I'm not saying people don't have this experience. I'm not going to say that black women in particular may not, you know, y'all might have had some of this happen, but all of this, get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
Now,
because what? Oh, go
go
ahead, bro. No, go ahead.
This
Go ahead.
reaction, it's an overreaction of a black woman's struggle. That's all this is. It's an overreaction.
Yeah, I mean, when I was looking at that movie, man, I was in my mind it was kind of a forced stretch, you know what I'm saying, in this particular situation. It was like, you know, that was kind of reaching a little bit too hard in this situation. Now, once again, just like what Lionel say, there are situations too where, I mean, it's possible it could happen the way that it's happened, but I don't
To
know.
make like so many black women that the average black woman is going through this? No. Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
Because the black women are championing this movie like so many of them have gone through this. That sounds like, and that doesn't resonate with me. Because aren't y'all the most educated, the most graduated, the most knowledgeable, the most entrepreneurs, the most the most everything, but yet y'all make stupid choices and gotta go through this all the time? No, that doesn't play right with me.
Mm-hmm. So this movie it dealt with a lot of mental health issues, dealt with a lot of mental health trauma. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this question, bro. Do you believe that women deal with mental health issues more than men, or do you believe it's the same, or do you believe that men deal with mental health issues more than women?
I think women create mental health issues based off of poor decisions. Too many of them make poor decisions. Now, let me note what I said. Women. I'm not saying little girls, so don't go there with me. Talking to them, 'cause I know how they'll respond. Too many women make dumb choices, and then they want to cite being young and dumb. Nah, we holding you accountable. You ain't that dumb. They create these mental issues. Men definitely have more mental issues than women.
Hmm. And that's interesting that you say that, right? The reason why is because when you go through the movie, right, and you watch the movie, you could tell that throughout the movie she was just keep on creating these issues with her throughout the whole entire movie.
She literally kept creating it.
Hmm. Like with every issue that she was doing, like from the moment in the beginning of the movie when they were showing her and her daughter, through the part where she was literally staying at that crappy apartment that she was staying at, the job that she chose to be at, you know what I'm saying? The crappy boss that she put up with as well too. Everything, even the scene with the whole bank scene and all the stuff, that was something that she literally created the reality of.
Oh,
Even all the way to the very end, she literally stayed with the reality. And that's you want to know what's interesting about that, bro? Is that through my experience, that's how a lot of women are, that they constantly create this certain reality. And that if you tell them the truth about it, they don't want to believe you. Just like in a movie. People was telling her the actual truth about what was going on with her, right? But she just did not want to accept it. She was literally wanted to live that lie all the way into to the very end. A lot of women are like that too. They'll literally knowing good and well that it's a lie, knowing good and well it's a fictitious story, but they'll live that thing all the way until they die.
now that's one thing that Tyler Perry did get correct, and this is why the women had an issue. The women that did have an issue, they saw what he was doing. All he did was represent y'all correctly in terms of y'all mental illness.
Hmm.
Women keep creating these problems. People will sit here and tell you, hey, this isn't what it is. Hey, you heard it wrong. Hey, you're interpreting it wrong. Nope, they don't care.
Hmm. So ladies in the chat, let me ask y'all this question. Have there ever been a time where you knew that you was wrong about the situation, but yet it's still you carry it on as though it was the truth? Have y'all ever did that before? Y'all don't have to lie all at once because I know y'all did it before.
They probably all did it this morning.
Not this morning. I mean, we see it happen, all the time. Whether it's in relationships, it could be, with their career. It could be different other situations as well too, where um, they're literally know good and well that they lying, right, and live that lie as though it's just the absolute truth.
Why is
And
it, go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Why is it you think that women get so offended when you call them crazy?
Hmm.
They know. Every last one of them know they crazy as hell. Every time you've heard people ask me, what do you think about women or talk about it, what's the first thing that I say? These women are crazy.
Hmm. So we got LaDon Johnson in the chat. Welcome to the lounge. Appreciate you. LaDon said this: no, resorting to a criminal activity. What about her seeking mental health or seeking help from her village for support?
This girl, did,
Southpass, what's up with it?
this girl didn't even know she had issues, and based on how we saw it, she knew the reality but didn't want to accept the reality, so she created her own reality. That village wouldn't have done nothing. She would have ignored them. She would have just rewrote the reality of what they were saying. She knew
I'm,
her child was gone, but she rewrote reality.
mm-hmm. I mean, like, even in the movie, right? At the end of the movie, the bank manager had revealed to Taraji character that she knew all along that her child was dead. She knew all along that she had a mental illness as well too. She knew that
But
all along. So she literally had a support there.
like,
Even
no, even go deeper than that. Think about when she picked up the phone before her boss came in. She rewrote the narrative of what they were telling her on the phone. Think about when she went to the school. She rewrote reality to what was happening there. What we saw is her child being taken away from her. That shit never even happened.
mm-hmm.
God already did that for her. Like, she literally was creating these mental problems. It sounds like a woman just creating mental problem after mental problem for shit that's not even there. And
Mm-hmm.
like you, she did have a support system. That bank teller was definitely there. Tiana, she wasn't going Byron in this movie. She had her back.
Byron.
Looked like she had a full support system. The mom was there when they called. Hold on.
mm-hmm. Facts. Facts. So yeah, she did. Through my own perspective of looking at that movie, she did. She had a support system, but once again, she had created this type of reality for herself where she ended up dismissing her whole entire support system altogether. Throughout that movie, she was making it seem like that she was the victim of this whole entire situation. Man, how did that sound familiar? How did that sound familiar when women like that, they literally will become the victim, knowing good and well they're not the victim. And they'll literally will create this whole false reality and making people believing that they the victim. But in reality, they are the true villain. That's exactly what happened in that movie. All the way to the end. Where the audience was introduced and saying that, hey, all this stuff is not even true. At the end of the movie, they're showing her taking her kid. It showed her at the end of the movie. She's sitting up here giving her imaginary ghost child a bath, getting her imaginary ghost child ready for school, literally giving her imaginary ghost child a ride to school. Got out the car, let her imaginary ghost child out the car, and the principal looking at her crazy as hell, like, what the hell's wrong with this woman?
It sounds like a woman. It sounds like most women.
But yet it's still, like you say, yet it's still, she had that support system, she had that community, but she chose to live in that current reality. Now, some people they want to go into the cognitive part about the mental disorder, right? And say, yeah, she's crazy, she does some snap or whatever, right? But I mean, to be honest with you, I kind of beg to differ on that. You know what I'm saying? I the reason why I kind of beg to differ on that is because sometimes when people deal with traumatic situations, they choose to do what they want to do and want to blame it on mental disorder. That's how I feel.
And that
Not
they
all,
can't
yeah,
blame that.
not all things is a mental disorder. Sometimes it's just a straight up decision that you just chose to do.
That's why I said what he showed in that movie. Too many people paid attention of all the crap she was going through, and I'm like, come on, y'all women don't go through this much shit. But what she was doing was creating that entire narrative, and that's exactly what y'all women do: create these narratives, create these symptoms.
Hmm. So can we consider the child's father into this conversation?
I was wondering where that dude was at.
Yeah, me too. So is it safe for us to say that for whatever reason, this dude decided not to be in that child's life. Is he considered as a deadbeat father?
I
Everyone,
don't,
ev-
because of her situation. She, I mean, how do we know? Even how do we even know the father know he got a baby?
mhm.
Just based off how she's acting.
Yeah. So
It's
when she was
she.
having a conversation, right? Yeah. When she was having a conversation, right? She revealed to the audience that hey, you need to be careful who you choose to procreate with.
Yeah, she did say that. I remember her saying that.
And that's how far she got. That was it. She didn't go into details of why she was feeling that way. She didn't go into details about whether or not this dude was toxic in their life or not. She didn't go into none of that details.
Clearly, she was the toxic one.
Could it be possible that the child father knew that she was toxic, knew that she had some things going on with her, and he decided to, for his mental health purposes, just to be absent.
He could have. I mean, it's not far fetched at all. Especially what we saw.
Yeah, because like I also want y'all to consider this too. Once again, I told y'all earlier that Tyler Perry movies is pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same. Even when you want to have, fathers or absent fathers, normally what Tyler Perry would do, he would let the audience know right off the bat that this dude is either an active father or an absent father throughout his movies, correct? But this particular movie, he made certain to not mention about the father at all in this movie, all except for that one scene. But even that one scene, it was so vague, you really didn't know what happened. I wonder why he did that. Why he wrote that like that. You being a author, Lionel, why do you think he made that part vague, made that part just an interpretation for the audience?
There's two sides to this. One is because the black woman was embarrassed. Because 9 times out of 10, she had a one night stand. She had, got with the wrong dude and said, bam, thought maybe he'd step up, but he was like, that ain't my baby. You just gave it up to me so easily. Who else you been giving it up to? And on the other hand, he left it vague quite literally on purpose because he's also trying to, it plays with the narrative of the movie. He's trying to show you the problem that this girl created. She created an entire narrative of, hey, be careful with this dude, but let's be real. With her wording, I wouldn't trust nothing she's saying. It sounds like she the one that pushed him away.
Interesting. Let's also consider this into the conversation. All right. Do y'all remember when Johnny Depp went into trial with what's her name, Kristen Hurd or whatever her name is? Yeah. So he went into trial with her, right? The reason why is because she had created this false narrative about Johnny Depp. She said that Johnny Depp was the toxic, abusive person in this relationship. She was saying that he was so abusive that he had did things to her. But come to find out that throughout that trial, they learned that she was lying about the whole entire thing. She literally created this false reality about the whole entire situation about Johnny Depp. Do y'all know that by her saying that right, she literally messed up Johnny Depp's career as an actor? Disney ended up cutting ties with him. He ended up losing money and everything over her lying. Y'all do understand that, right? Then right after it, right, when everything was all said and done, the smoke cleared, he ended up winning the case, right? He ended up getting his freedom and his life back. Guess what? Johnny Depp still really haven't been acting because the damage has already been done because of this one woman sitting up here made this false narrative about this dude lying. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because this is how women are, you know what I'm saying? How these, let me put it this way, this how these type of women are, where they'll literally make a false narrative about either a person, a place, a thing, or even an ideal. They'll make this false narrative, right? They'll lie and go along with the lie, even when they know they're lying. When they get caught lying, guess what? Well, they'll gaslight it. Well, it's your fault that you made me do this. Like, what the hell? But that's the things that we deal with. You know what I'm saying? Even as men, we deal with, you know, women like that where they'll literally lie, knowing they lying. They'll sit up here slander a dude character or a person character and wouldn't even care. Wouldn't even care at all. Oh, go ahead, Lionel.
Give me a second.
I said what I said, salute. She said, Johnny should have had choose better. Not her fault. Nah.
I agree with that.
Choose better. The only toxic person to me is Tyler Perry. He's the one who came up with the story.
But he didn't come up with the story. Again, he was showing the life of a black woman. Shoot, the life of a woman.
Alice said that she said the difference is Straw is a movie while Johnny Depp's situation is real life.
Ain't no difference. Alice full of crap. The reality is too many women are saying they've had lives like this, which we all know is BS.
Women deal with the same things with men. That's what I said. What I said.
Did she watch the movie?
South Patch, she said she never saw the movie. Shame on you for not seeing the movie. Shame on you for not seeing that movie.
I mean, I honestly feel like most of these women have seen the movie. They lived the life.
Damn. Sparrow was so with it. Sparrow said him and his wife saw the movie and they thought it was hilarious. I ain't lying. Yeah, I ain't lying though. When I saw the movie, I was laughing too on the crew though. Yeah, when I saw the movie, I laughed like I ain't nothing, bro. I ain't lying.
Because it was ridiculous. That's why I was laughing. It was ridiculous. And then I'm supposed to feel sorry for her? No. She a woman. She got it easy.
So there are a lot of other things that happened in that movie as well too that I do want to address. Go ahead. You got something you got to say?
Yeah, no, I was saying let's talk about it.
So another thing that was happening in the movie that I want to address, I want to address the whole narrative with what they want to detect this. This with what's her name? Square haired woman. Tiana Taylor, yeah. Tiana Taylor. So this whole detective narrative with Tiana Taylor and the other detective and the police department, man, I don't know about all that. The situation was just so weird. Like Tiana Taylor, she was looking at her situation simply because she was a single mother. That's what she said in the movie. She said, hey, I could relate to her because I used to be a single mother who was struggling, right? But the thing about it is that her situation, Tiana Taylor's situation, and Taraji's situation was two totally different situations. So I'm trying to figure out how in the world did she relate to that? Then also, I'm trying to figure out why, since Tiana Taylor was a detective, right, why she didn't put 2 + 2 together to see that Taraji was lying about the whole entire thing. Because the bank teller figured it out. So you mean to tell me the bank teller figured it out, but Tiana couldn't figure this out?
I got no words for that.
And then the other detective, the dude detective, right? He was literally telling Tiana, he was like, man, no, this ain't what this is. This lady literally did do what she did. She literally did purposely kill her boss, purposely went and tried to rob this bank for a paycheck.
Yeah. See, she was doing the same thing Taraji was doing. She was manipulating reality. I told you, like, all these women do that crap. They just manipulate shit. They don't like the narrative put in front of them, so they're going to manipulate it, and they're going to change the narrative.
Mm-hmm. So once again, I asked this question earlier. I'm gonna ask this question again. The ladies in the chat, how many of y'all have ever did this in your life where you lied about something and you continued that lie? Even when you caught that your lie's a lie, you continue that lie all the way to the very end.
They all probably did it this morning.
I know y'all not gonna be truthful and honest because I know many of y'all have did it.
They're gonna change reality.
I know many of y'all have did that for real, where you literally lied about something and you knowing good well you lied, you kept at that lie, literally destroy somebody's life because you're lying. Then when you get caught in your lie, then you try to gaslight the lie.
They all done that.
To say that the separate say that, oh no, that ain't true neither. They're lying. Or they'll separate say, well, I did it because you hurt me. You hurt me. You hurt my feelings, or you did this or that or whatever.
Sound like a woman.
Mm-hmm. Constance, she said, I heard people start crying watching the movie. I didn't cry at all watching that movie. I didn't cry watching that movie. I could understand like towards the end of the very end of the movie when they found out that her child had died. That probably was like an emotional scene for people who have children, and so I can understand that. But throughout the movie, so I'm with Sparrow on that. The movie's actually was comical to me, to be honest with you. It really was.
See, I won't even give people that, though. What are you crying for? This woman was delusional. This girl knew what she was doing. She just didn't want to accept reality. The hell y'all crying for?
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about the landlord, bro. Her landlord, man. So everything that the landlord did to her, do you feel that was justifiable, or she was on some bullshit?
I mean, $300? If I'm correct, that was the rent.
Yeah.
That was all?
Yeah.
Yeah, justifiable. Get the hell out. $300? You can't pay this? What are you doing with your money? You got to go. Nah, this is a business. I got to get my money. She talking about, oh, can you tell the neighbors to turn down the door? Turn down the music? Hell no. They paid their rent. I was with the landlord on that.
So everybody in the chat, let me ask y'all the question too. So the landlord in the movie, those of y'all who watched the movie, the landlord in the movie, Was it justifiable for her to want to kick Taraji out of her house for $300? Was that justifiable, or what would y'all want Taraji's side on that? That she was sitting up here bullshitting. Y'all let me know in the chat how y'all feel about that. Me, I'm with Lionel on this one because, like, now if it been the other way around, if it been like a, you know what I'm saying, a man, you know what I'm saying, living there and he didn't pay his rent, guess what's going to happen? That dude's going to get kicked the hell out. No questions asked. A matter of fact, the dude is not going to get no chances like she got chances. The dude is not going to get no chance at all. So you miss your rent, guess what? They send you to court right then and there. They're going to get the court papers and get the eviction papers ready for you to go to court and everything. And then if they prove the case in court, guess what? You're out of there. Right then and there. No questions asked. So I also believe that they gave her way too many chances to get it together.
Way too many chances. She made that choice to be in that situation. That's just the reality. She made that choice to stay in that situation. Ain't no one told her she had to be broke.
Mm-hmm.
The girl making moves. I got no sympathy.
Mm-hmm. Facts. So let's talk about the job, man. So in the movie, she, working at this grocery store, right? A grocery store in the hood. Now, to be honest with y'all, I honestly believe that they literally over-exaggerated that whole entire grocery narrative. They over-exaggerated to the point where they're saying that the grocery store had all these people there, but not a lot of cashiers there. So in other words, they was trying to make the grocery store like Walmart on them boards. That's basically what they was doing, trying to make that grocery store like the local Walmart.
Sticking to that situation, I do blame the manager on that. But he did say a chick had called out too. And then this chick came in here late. And we got and stuff. But next thing you know, she having problems in the line.
Mm-hmm.
We find her talking on the phone. Then she talking about she got to leave to go handle her daughter's situation. I'm ready to fire her.
Yep.
But that's because I'm a manager.
So once again, check this out, y'all. She ended up arriving to work late. She arrived to work late. Then right afterwards, she went on. They're taking her time, clocking in. Then right afterwards, right, she clocked in, went to work, moving slower than all the rest of the cashiers. Then end up going into the break room and taking a phone call. Now, I want y'all to understand this, that her being late and all this stuff is not the reality of what was going on in her life. She literally was making this bullshit up. She made this bullshit up talking about that she was late because she had whatever situation happened to her. She was literally making this whole entire reality up. So just like what Lionel said, hey, if you were a manager and stuff like that, you see an employee who's behaving this way, then yeah, you need to question that and you figure out what's going on with them and get to the point where you need to write them up and or terminate them because they're not necessarily a good fit for the company.
I wouldn't be the asshole that he was being. I would have asked what was going on. He was just being a straight asshole though. But at the same time, I understand.
Mm-hmm. Now, I said what I said. She said this. I don't bash people with mental illness. I worked for those people over a decade. Now. I said what I said. Now, people in the chat said this. They said that, hey, this movie it's a difference between real life. Did they not say that? This is a movie. This is real life. So therefore, since we're talking about a movie, we're not bashing anyone dealing with mental health literally in real life. We're only sticking to the context of the movie, right? Correct? Even then, we're not technically bashing. We're just giving y'all our reaction to the movie.
Listen to
How the
this.
way we see it.
Another woman trying to change the narrative.
But yeah, that manager, he was a complete asshole for real. He was. He made me want to get to that TV and slap the hell out of him on the cool though. Cause
Just
bro
saying,
was tripping.
I absolutely would have asked her what was going on.
Hey, you know who he remind me of? That dude remind me of Buddy, who was in that movie. You remember when Set It Off, right?
Yeah.
You remember Luther on Set It Off? That's who he remind me of. His behavior remind me of Luther on Set It Off. That's who he remind me of.
Again, this girl was creating problems, Urban.
Mm-hmm.
But the women will make excuses for her. That's a problem.
Yep. Alice asked, "What woman broke your heart, Lionel?"
What kind of crap? You got that involved with fire an employee?
Alice, why did you ask that anyway? Why did you ask one woman broke his heart? Well, what does that have to do with the conversation?
Nothing. Because again, another woman changing the narrative. They just like Taraji in this movie. That's why I ain't calling her the mental illness. Y'all act just like her.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I said the manager could have had compassion and not treat her like like a subhuman. I agree with you on that. Yeah, because he was a complete asshole. What was even worse about it? This dude here would not give her paycheck. Her paycheck was literally sitting on that dude's desk, and he could not give her a paycheck.
That part I agree with.
That's crazy. I wish a nigga would tell me that. Sure, well, we got to follow company policy and we'll mail your paycheck in the mail. Like, nah, nigga, you want to direct deposit my stuff.
I mean, again, if I can push you around, I'm going to do it. Especially if I'm the boss. You can't stop me. She was already, I got to watch my word. She was already basically a female dog to him in that store. He already established he could say whatever he wanted and treat her however he wanted. That's on her. Just another problem she created.
Yeah. Yeah. When I think about it, I'm like, yeah. I mean, because once again, she kind of did correct that reality for herself by the actions that she took. Coming in late all the time and, all kind of stuff. So,
Excuses got to come in, especially if you got a job.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So there's another one scene in the movie, right? And I kind of question this, right? I question it because I don't think this scene was like really relevant for the growth and development of the movie. Okay, the scene that I'm talking about is the scene where Taraji, she was trying to rush to get to her child, right? And it was raining. That she ended up nearly running that police officer off the road. That he got mad, he got road rage and stuff, right? And knocked her off the road. That the police came and all this other stuff happening. They told he was gonna kill her and all kind of crazy stuff, right? So this particular scene, to be honest with you, I believe that scene just simply could have been left out. But why do you think that Tyler Perry added that scene to the movie?
How many black women really go through that? How many women really go through that? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was, once again, Tyler Perry just showing you what it's like to be the average daily life of a female. And y'all know damn well y'all don't have it that hard like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he did it.
Yeah. Yeah, cause like I say, when I was looking at it, I was like, man, why in the hell is he adding the scene into this movie? Then they had to, in order to keep that scene active, right? They had to keep reiterating over and over again, like, yeah, he said he's gonna kill me. Made that the focal point of her behavior. They literally made this white cop the focal point of her behavior, insinuating that the reason why she was having these mental breakdown issues is because of racism.
Because of, yeah, I thought that was stupid as hell. Now we got, and even Tiana, what did she do? She blamed the cop for setting her off for this girl having her break.
Yeah, exactly. She literally went and punched this cop for no apparent reason. When she was already set off prior before this whole event happened.
Women love making excuses for women.
Yeah. Now, what was all that uncalled for? What the cop did and stuff? Absolutely, it was. Absolutely, it was. It was. But for it to be added as a part of a scene that kept it in the storyline to insinuate that the reason why she's like this is because this cop set her off and he's racist and she afraid for her life. Then again, Lionel. Then again. You know that narrative that women use on men, right? Where they try to play the victim role, right? They say this: "I am afraid of my life. I'm afraid for my life." You know that, right? So
Yeah.
maybe that's the reason why he put it in her.
I'm not giving that girl no excuses at all.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe
No.
that's the reason why.
Yeah, I see what they were trying to do. It wasn't working on me, but I see what they were trying to do.
Then towards the end, right? At the end of the movie where she was, I think she was, there was a scene she was getting ready to talk to her mom, right? But they had showed another, I call this the first ending, right? The first ending was when they showed the scene where they was trying to, matter of fact, they was trying to get the picture to show that that they found the copper, right? That scene was the first ending because they didn't get to her in time for SWAT to come in and storm the bank, right? So in that scene, that was the ending part where she ended up getting shot and killed. So that was the first ending. And so the second scene was the actual true ending. The true ending scene is when her and what's her name, the bank teller, right, and walking out of the bank together. Okay. They had walked out the bank together, walking, behind and stuff like that, right? And telling her, that hey, it's going to be okay. That's the second ending. The third ending, you know what I'm saying, is when as they was walking out the bank, that's when they started revealing to us that she was crazy all this time, that she literally had a mental breakdown throughout this whole entire time. So within these endings, right, the one ending that I believe that they should have stuck with is simply her walking out with the bank manager and allowing her to be arrested, and just ended just like that. Versus them having two other endings. That's what, one when she got shot and killed, the other ending is when where she was walking out with the bank teller, right? And they ended up doing this whole montage showing that she was actually the one who was crazy the whole time.
They wanted you to feel for her. They wanted you to feel for her. I mean, that's pretty much what they wanted.
Yep. And yeah, Sparrow, it was 3 endings in that movie. Those y'all didn't know, or y'all didn't occur to see. But yeah, it was 3 total endings in that movie. three ending. They had one ending, then they had a alternate ending, then they had the true ending. Yeah, so three different ones. I say this. Road rage is real. The same thing happened to me. The dude cut me off and blocked my car with his car. So y'all don't have a clue what women go through.
I saw that coming. Predictable if anything else.
Sparrow, he said this. The movie very clearly established that the protagonist is a victim. The very reality of the story is set to affirm it. We can't say she was at fault outside of clearly not turning herself over sooner, even though we never have moments with him. And no, it's not a calling link tonight, Sparrow.
A victim? A victim of what? Of her own design? The girl clearly made choices to be in the life that she's in. Ain't no victim. She chooses to go through this stuff. She chooses to make these choices. This woman ain't a victim, especially at her age.
Yep. Appreciate it, Alice, for correcting me. Thank you. But yeah, so overall, like I say, when I viewed that movie, right, it was quite entertaining to me. I was thoroughly entertained about the movie. To me, it was just watching another Tyler Perry movie like usual. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have really no emotional triggers in the movie because, to be honest with you, I just kind of seen everything happening and progressing it to be the way that it was, even at the very end of all them endings that they put there too. You know, so it does another Tyler Perry movie to me. You know, but like I say, it do tells a lot about mental health and mental disorders, you know what I'm saying? It also do reveal a lot about, black women and their decision making and behavior, you know what I'm saying, in that movie. That's why the women was feeling a certain type of way about that movie, because it was given that reality. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of these black women make dumbass choices. Like, we gotta be honest. And then they'll sit here and play victim or point the finger. No, y'all make these dumb choices. This woman did not have to go through all of that crap on some real talk. She chose to go through that crap. Outside of her daughter situation, she chose everything else.
Facts.
I'm hard.
I wonder, did she put together her daughter science for a project too? Because, she had that science for a project that looked like a bomb, right? I wonder, did she do that too? Did she literally put that thing together even though her daughter was already dead?
I was assuming that.
And here's another thing. So I just thought about this too. Why in the hell did she go into the bank with her daughter backpack? Why she do that? Because to me, the reason why she did that is because she intentionally went into that bank and tried to rob that bank for $500. And put that thing in her daughter's backpack to pretend that it was a bomb and try to play dumb as though it wasn't. That's what I believe why she did what she did.
I was watching this the whole time, sitting here saying, this woman know what she's doing.
She knew exactly what she was doing.
Women are the most educated, got the most businesses, got the most degrees, got the most strength. Y'all not about to play me.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, that's why I say she knew exactly what she was doing. She knew that. She knew that she was going to go into work. She knew that she was going to do all this stuff. She knew that she was going to go across to the street to the bank and rob that bank and play that victim role as though she's the victim, when in reality she wasn't the victim at all. She knew that. She absolutely knew that.
But we don't understand what black women go through.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, man, shoot, that's pretty much it. You got any other thoughts on it? On the movie?
Nothing, and other than this is not a movie I would recommend. I understand some women feel some type of way about it, but oh well. Y'all want to feel some type of way about it? Do something to change y'all crazy ass behavior. Because that's exactly what this girl was. All she did was operate like your everyday average woman.
Yeah, so you don't think she had no type of mental disorder whatsoever? It was just her behavior, and that's it?
I don't think she had a mental disorder. I think she chose to ignore reality.
Mm-hmm. And what say y'all in the chat? Do y'all believe that she's have a mental disorder, had a mental disorder, or this is a normal behavior of how black women act?
I mean, come on, let's keep it 100. We know this is how black women act. These women know that's how they act. That's the reality. But then we're going to keep calling everything mental disorder. You got therapy. These women love to talk about how they're in the mental fields, right? But yet they don't talk about how outdated their techniques have been in the last 30 years, how nothing has really changed. But yet they dominate the field, and yet mental decline is just constantly going.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about, let's be real, they don't really care about it. They know damn well these people don't got mental issues. They just sad. That's all this
Mm-hmm.
woman. She was sad and she denied reality. But we supposed to feel bad for her.
So Sparrow, he said this. He said the film is not a portrait of the plight of the black women. It is, however, the raw emotions of how it may feel in a poorly told story that y'all serve as you feel me. Then a piece trying to say something. People can enjoy it, art is subjective, but it's bad objectively. Then finally he said, I believe Tyler was trying to get across she had mental problems, but they're a result of the baggage she deals with daily.
I don't see any of that. I'll take that view.
Alice, she said opinions are like behinds. Everybody has them, and oftentimes they stink.
Alice always on some ish.
But yeah, other than that, y'all, that is all we have for this reaction of the movie Straw. Those of y'all who have not seen this movie, I think we did a phenomenal job of promoting this damn movie. Netflix need to pay us for this for real, because now I'm pretty sure y'all probably gonna go see this movie just to prove Lina wrong, or probably even prove me wrong as well too about this movie, y'all. So Netflix need to run them coins for real. I'm just saying.
But women hate when a dude is fight. But yeah, man, this was fun.
Oh yeah, no problem at all, bro. Appreciate you pulling it up. Yo, once again, y'all, appreciate y'all want to tune into the show. Hey, I appreciate everyone coming and giving their perspective, even in the chat as well too. It is value over here at the lounge. You know, as y'all can see, we all have perspectives over here. We say what we say over here. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it a whole lot. Sparrow, he said, I'm not making an argument for the film being good. It's horrible because we know what Tyler wanted. You could tell, but he had failed. Which I agree with you on that, bro. Absolutely, I agree with you on that. Absolutely. Bria, what's up with it? Salute. That's why, to be honest with you, Sparrow, that's why I'm not really into Tyler Perry movies because it's just a one-stop shop. One movie is like all his movies that he ever did, every single time. So that's why, I'm like, But the reason why I went on and did a reaction to this movie is because my subscribers wanted me to react to this movie. They said, Urban, we want you to react to the movie Straw. We want you to react to it, give your perspective about it. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear it. All right. So I told her, like, you know what? Say less. I'll go ahead. I'll do it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I feel about Tyler Perry, but I'll do it for y'all. So I took the time out and actually watched the movie. Then I got my executive producer, Lionel, to watch the movie as well, too. This dude here, he did not want to watch this movie, but he had watched it. He went on and watched it. And so we was able to probably give our perspective about it. You know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all as the subscribers giving us this suggestion to watch the movie and react to it. Appreciate that. Now, if there are other things that y'all want us to react to, give our perspective on, hey, I got this new community wall up right now where you, the subscriber, y'all could actually interact with each other on my new community wall, meaning that you could go onto my community wall and you could post on my community wall. You could post different things such as, hey, Urban, won't you and Lionel react to this movie? Hey, Urban, here's a one picture. How do you feel about this? You could post that on the new community wall on my channel, right? So I got that activated for y'all so y'all could be active on that. Okay? So y'all never know. Whatever y'all post on that community wall, hell, I might even do a show talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, participate in that. Participate in this because it is for y'all. Once again, appreciate everyone tuning into the stream. Make sure y'all catch the replay of my other lives as well too that I did, or other shows that I did as well too. Appreciate that. Make sure you have your notifications set when I do go live again, y'all, because I'm going to go live again because I got some stuff I need to talk to y'all about. But I made this particular thing a priority because y'all asked for it. All right. So thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all be safe out there in the YouTube streets, and I will see y'all again on the next episode. Y'all have a great and wonderful, phenomenal night.